Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets, see what the hell has happened to Bitcoin, why it's not that bad to be honest if you look at it. It might seem bad if you look at the charts and we look at the altcoins going down as well, but it's one day. It's one day, we have to look at the kind of macro view instead of the micro view. So we'll look at that as well, see what's kind of going to do well. We'll have a look at also Renko charts. Very briefly look at Renko charts. For you, everybody in the premium group, I'm going to make a video on the Renko charts as well, just for you if you're in the premium group. I made a couple of videos about how to trade on Binance and that as well, so I'll be doing more videos in the premium group as well. And it'll just be like a Q&A. So if you've got a question, I'll just do a quick video on it and put it in, and I'll have a link to all the kind of videos as well. So I'm going to do that, decided to do that as well. So, but we'll have a quick look at Renko, see what it is, and then I'll go a more in-depth video for the premium members as well, because it can be quite good. But first of all, the premium group is closing in, what time is it now? 8:30. It's going to be closing in 15.5 hours time. So you have 15 hours until the premium group closes. So we've had new members. I'd like to welcome all the new members in the premium group. We've got about 25 to 30 new members over the last couple of weeks because we're closing the premium group to new members. And a big, huge welcome to all the premium members who have been in from the very start. And that'll be House Targaryen, House Lannister, and the next group at the end of July, when it reopens again, is going to be House Stark. So welcome to all the premium members and to all the new members as well. Really good to see you here. So that will be closing in 15 hours time, and there's no getting in. If you try and get in after 16 hours, you will not be able to get in. So fair warning, I've been kind of telling you all week about it. It will be closing for 2 months. You won't be able to get in for 2 months, and there's going to be a different pricing structure as well, so you can lock in today's prices if you get in just now. Okay, we will jump over to the chart, to the chat area just now. We've got a few people in, so we'll just jump over. Are we moving over? Yes, we are. Gareth Mabet is in the house. Welcome to you. Mike Witherford, good to see you back. Devin, one of our Brown admins, is in the house. Gordy Boy is in. Andreas is in the house. Mac Pawn, Jean, IoT Financial, Mervyn Skidmore, Debbie Claydon. Vin is in. Sean Dubbs, Stephen King, on his crypto journey, Mitch Dieter, Olo Bramblebur is in as well. We'll also have High Plains Drifter as well, who's just joined us in premium. STE25 is in as well. So good to see you all here. So what we're going to do first, we'll look at crypto bubbles first. Yeesh, not good. Well, it doesn't look good on the 24 hours. Mona is the biggest one with 37% up on the day, 12.9% on the hour. So Mona coin is moving up, 42% in the month, 49% in the week, but most other coins in the red. Now, with crypto bubbles, it's looking at the dollar value. If Bitcoin goes down, alts are going to go down as well in dollar value, not necessarily in BTC value, but we don't have that option yet to list in BTC. If it came up yet? No, it's not. So we've still got the dollar value, that's why everything is red. But if we go to the hourly, how's it looking there? Much better. Well, kinda. Mona still up, 12.9%. Elastos is up 13.7%. Stratus is up as well, 2%. True Chain up 1.8%. Most others are in the red. If we look at it, it was looking a wee bit better earlier on, but it's gone back down again. And as I said, that's because the price of Bitcoin is going down, obviously. Okay, we'll look at the overall market capitalization. We have lost overnight about $20 billion. So it was about 280, I think it was 285. We'll just have a look at that. What the market capitalization was at the peak. I'll just go last 7 days. And at the peak it was 286. And that was May the 30th. So we've lost $26 billion in one day. That's how volatile the markets are. However, we were sitting at 246 about 4 days ago. 246 4 days ago, went up to 286. So sitting at $260 billion, not that bad at all. When you look at the macro view, it's good to look at the kind of bigger picture and not kind of just look at the micro view and go, holy shit, we lost 26 billion, the whole world is going to end. It's not. It's not. It's just a blip. We need this pullback. This is, I don't think it's by any means organic. If we look at the charts, I'll check the charts in a wee second. But it's needed as well. It's needed just to calm the market down a wee bit. But the Bitcoin dominance has come down to 56.3 as well. Or gone up. I think it was down a wee bit from there. But 56.3%. So I think we're still I'm still looking for $11,000 for Bitcoin. But we'll check the charts later on as well. Who's the winners and losers in the top 100? Monocoin, obviously, we've just seen that. Bytecoin, Maximind, Hypercash, Cosmos, Ravencoin, KuCoin, Shares, Doge, and the others are stables. So we've got about 8% in the green and 92% in the red. Bitcoin SV down 20%. Bitcoin Diamond, they were up big time yesterday. Chainlink, Waltchain, IOTA, Cardano, Komodo, MaidSafe, Theta, PundiX, Biton, all in double-digit reds. Most are in reds just now. So it doesn't look good at the moment, but it's 24 hours in the life of kind of crypto, and anything can happen in the next 24 hours. And I think it will. Okay, we'll just look at the overall. Cryptocurrencies, we've got 2,212 listed on CoinMarketCap just now. MMO coin, we've seen that yesterday, it's up another 108% over 24 hours on 93,000 volume with 263,000 market capitalization. Goldbus coin, 42,000 volume, 23 million market cap. I wouldn't be checking that out. What's a good one? MKT coin, 18,000, not that much volume. Quantum Resistance, 26 million market cap. Neurochain might be a good one. And 2.5 million market cap on 273,000 volume. It's gone up 35% over the last 24 hours, 15% over the last hour, so something's obviously happening there. Circulating supply of only 340 million. So Neurochain could be a good one to look at as a small cap or a micro cap. So that's why we look at all of these just now as well. Okay, we just jump back to chat. Crypto Knowledge Alliance is in the house. Good morning all. Crush the likes. That's Jimbo, one of our brilliant admins, and somebody who's got his own channel as well. Big congratulations. Just handed in his thesis. I believe you've done the kind of interview, or the talk, sorry, not the interview, the talk on this as well, Jimbo. So well done, mate. And I look forward to the collab as well. We're going to do a wee collab on some kind of small caps as well. We'll be looking at that, hidden gems. So look forward to that. I look forward to more videos on your channel as well. So check out Jimbo's channel, Crypto Knowledge Alliance, same name. And it's all about kind of getting people together and kind of helping each other. That's what life is all about, but that's what crypto's all about as well. Marcus Shafari is in the house. Welcome to you. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so take a look at the charts. Bitcoin, 8,250. Yeesh, nightmare. So it did get down to 8,000, literally touched 8,000 and then bounced back up again. But we did get up to 9,000. We got up to 9,096. It fell $1,000 straight after that. And it's going back up now, $8,251. Is that organic? Is it organic? I just can't see it. Why? I don't know. In that such a short amount of time. But you can cry kind of manipulation all you want. Everybody kind of cries, oh, it's being manipulated. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Bitcoin went down $1,000. Is it going to go back up? Probably. We fell below this 8,400. This is a kind of area I was worried about. So we're looking, the next support we need to hold is 8,000. Anything below that, we're going down again. It would seem we've got Bart Simpson kind of going on here as well. Remember that from a couple of months ago? Bart Simpson kind of pattern. And shot up 1,000, went sideways, shot down 1,000. So we'll see what happens from here. But we had a Bart Simpson before. I can't remember when that was. That wasn't 19th of May. We've had a couple of Bart Simpsons on the hourly. You see that going up 7,002. So it's gone up 1,000, went sideways, down 1,000. Then up 1,000, sideways, down. So a couple of Bart Simpsons on the hourly chart. There was a big one. I don't know if it was on the daily. No, can't say just now, but we've had a couple of Bart Simpsons now. So that's another one to add to the list as well. However, if you look at Bitcoin on the daily chart, it doesn't look that bad, does it? We've got a couple of wee red candles there. That's all it is, just wee red candles. Big one there. It's not a long body though. So no, it's kind of rejected there as well. So it looks as if we're going to go up on this daily one. So hopefully we'll see that turning green and we'll go back up above 8,400. But the bigger picture, nothing. We're looking at weekly. Wee blip, not that much. Had a wee red candle there. On the monthly, you can't even see it on the monthly. Just a little wick there. Look around here. That's $1,000 fall right there. And it's nothing. So remember and look at the macro view when you're kind of looking at this, and don't panic, because most people tend to trade and not trade, but think about the here and now. Think, oh, this is going to hell in a handbasket, and get out, or you just say, right, that's me finished, I'm done. But look at the bigger picture before you kind of do that. We're still in a bull market. Excuse me, we're still very much in a bull market. And we can see here from the monthly chart, it's never stopped being a bull market on Bitcoin. So we're looking good, I think. We'll just see what's doing well. Reading Network is doing well. That's on the daily. So Raiden is up 22%. Sell It is doing well as well. This is before kind of one is released tomorrow. Strange day to do on a Saturday, but they're releasing it tomorrow. And BTT is going up. We've got Matic going up as well. So yesterday, when they started moving, when they went down, I jumped out of XRP that I was trading. Jumped out of XRP, went into Matic because that was kind of stable. That went down, but subsequently went back up. Jumped out of Matic again, went back into XRP and got 1,000 extra XRP, which was good. So managed to do that, but it's a risky way to kind of trade. But managed to do that and it worked out well. But all the kind of IEOs or the Binance IEOs are going up. We've got Seller, BTT, Matic, and Fetch AI are going up. So I would imagine that's to kind of foreshadow what's coming with One as well. And nothing much else kind of happening here as well on Binance, but we'll have a kind of wee look at that. XRP, what's happening with XRP? 5,030 Satoshi just now. So it's on its way down again. This is on the 4-hour chart. We've still got the crossover, so it might just bounce off the 50 EMA around about 5,000 and jump back up. I don't want to be out of XRP trading wise, or obviously when I'm accumulating as well, but I don't want to be out of XRP and miss this kind of run that we're going to see soon, whenever that's going to be. And it might fall to 4,000 then go on the run, or it might just start running, but I don't want to be out of it because when it goes, it just kind of goes quick. As we can see here, you'd think here was a sell. You'd definitely sell here on a 4-hour chart. You wouldn't be thinking there was going to be a parabolic run. That's not parabolic, but it's a big kind of rise up of 40%. So that's what happens with XRP. You just never know when it's going to blow. So that's XRP at the moment. And we'll just look at some of the others. Raiden Network up 43% now, so it's just going for it just now. So I don't know if there's been news about Raiden Network. There must have been some news coming out. HC is doing well as well, Hypercash. That's doing well. That's not done well for a while, but it's doing okay just now. This is only 15 minutes, so we'll just go to the hourly. So there's not that many. There's only about just over a page on Binance that's showing in the green. So not that much at all. How's BNB doing? 379 has come down a wee bit. That's good. Good opportunity to buy back in. On the hourly, it looks like it's going to go down a wee bit more, so it'll be a good opportunity to get some more BNB. Yeah, so there's nothing really much to talk about in that kind of sense. So now back to chat, see who else is in. Hayden Meyer is in. G-Slick. TA on Fetch, please. Yep, I'll look at that. Crypto Cannabis. Damn, I'm late. Bless up, gang. Hope everyone's good. We've just really kind of just started Crypto Cannabis, so you didn't miss much, mate. Just kind of going over the markets. I was in EOS channel last night, 5 minutes after the market dumped. The Coinbase announcement came out. So much market manipulation here. There is manipulation there, but at the end of the day, us kind of small people have to kind of trade the manipulation. That's really what we're doing. Cheengov is in as well. Welcome to you. VR. So many people get reg trading. BTC jumped past 9k, then dumped drastically, and all suffered. Yeah, totally. So what I was going to do, I'm just going to quickly look at the Renko charts. We kind of briefly spoke about this yesterday, but a couple of people have been asking about it in the premium group. So in the premium group, if you're in premium group, I'm going to do a video on Renko, but I quickly want to show you what Renko is first of all. So this is a Renko chart. This is what it looks like. What the Renko chart does is takes the emotion out of trading. However, there's a good side to that and there's a bad side to that. So the reason we trade in the first place, so the reason we like day trading or trading kind of longer term or whatever, if you like weekly trading, or I don't think there's really such a thing, but if you're day trading, we like the emotional part of it. This is why I day trade. If I just traded on the Renko and took all the emotion out of it, yeah, I'd probably make more money, but I like the emotion, I like the kind of highs, I like the dopamine kind of rush that I get as well. And that kind of rush of the adrenaline with the hormones kind of going through the body and stuff like that. I like that. I don't like it when it kind of dips down by $1,000 and then you just go, oh, shit, and you just see the kind of dollar value of your portfolio going down. That's not necessarily a good thing. But I do like the emotionality of kind of trading as well. However, having said that, it's good to take that away sometimes and just say, okay, I'm just getting in. I'll just look at this and see when to get in, when to get out, and that's it. This takes the emotion out of it. This is on a daily. Now, we have to, on every single chart, and I'm talking about every single kind of crypto chart, you have to tweak the chart that you're using. You have to tweak it to a degree. So on the Renko, when you're looking at the Renko charts, you kind of have to tweak the settings and just say, I've got ATR at the moment. You can't use traditional because that's usually kind of indoors. So you can't use traditional, that's really for the stock market and such. ATR length, I'll just keep it 1 just now. Obviously you can tweak that as well. And all you're doing is kind of going down the time charts and seeing what ones to change. But you can work on the daily. If you want to kind of work longer term, you're going to miss out on some trading profits a lot, but you'll kind of be in longer. And these bricks here, and I'll share that in the premium group as well, tell you all about it as well. These bricks here, they don't represent a period of time, they just represent a fixed set of kind of number of satoshis. So on this on Raiden Network, for example, we've got 21,689 and it goes up to 23,121. So it's about 1,500 satoshi, 2,000 satoshi or something like that it represents. So it just takes all that noise out of the marketplace. That's what it does. And I'll show you exactly how you can trade that. If you want to just say, okay, I'm going to get in when this happens, then I'm going to get out when that happens, and you just walk away after that. And you don't have to check it every single minute of the day. You just kind of look at the bricks, see when to get in, when to get out, leave it. It could be this period here, from here to here is not necessarily a certain number of days, but it was 13th of December to the 5th of January. So we're talking 2 weeks. So you could have had 97% profit there if you trade the Renko charts the right way, and depending on what time frame you use as well. So I'm going to give you that in the premium group as well. So remember, the premium group closes in about 15 hours time, and if you're in the premium, I'll do that video for you and post it in the premium group. Sometime today, I've got about another 3 videos after this. I've got the kind of other side of the business I have to do a video for as well, a live for, and then I'll do another kind of news video for crypto, and then I'll do the Renko chart video for you as well if you're in the premium. So that'll be quite cool. And there's a new story here as well, how billionaires are buying up Bitcoin. This is a bit sus to me, to be honest. But this is about the Dadiana syndicate. The Dadiana syndicate styles itself an investment platform for maximizing your digital holdings and matches big Bitcoin buyers and sellers in a way similar to buyers and sellers of fine art. Claims to have helped clients who want to acquire up to 25% of the Bitcoin market. So these are people that come to this kind of Dadiana syndicate, and basically I think it's Eliza Dadiana, who's Russian, and she's got this kind of art dealership as well, but she matches. She's not an exchange or anything, she's not got an exchange, she just matches buyers and sellers, and she takes a cut of that as well. But we're talking people who are looking to buy millions and millions worth of Bitcoin. And they say, and this is probably just a way to get in the headlines, it claims to have helped clients who want to acquire up to 25% of the Bitcoin market. So we're talking, I don't know, 4 or 5 million, because remember there's a lot of Bitcoin lost just now. We've still not reached the full total supply yet. So we're talking about 4 to 5 million kind of Bitcoin, and she claims to have helped them. However, further down, this is kind of from Forbes as well. The Dadiana Syndicate is described as a peer-to-peer network with people trading between each other. Dadiana claims her role is to put people together, or together people who want to sell and those who want to buy, just as she does in the art world. So she's got this kind of big art company in London as well. So she said one of her clients approached us and said they were interested in acquiring 25% of all Bitcoin currently available. Dadiana said there are a number of entities who want to dominate the market. So, but I'm going to see here. Right, where was it? Right. And right, so the Dadiana Syndicate is currently in the midst of its fourth trade, all of which have been very large volume, obviously, and each taking weeks and months to complete. And the Dadiana Syndicate receives a percentage of each trade, a broker's fee. So she's only done 4 trades. I know it's millions of dollars worth or pounds worth. So I kind of checked it out on Companies House. You can go to a site in the UK called Companies House because she's registered in the UK. And there it is, the Dadiana Syndicate Limited, 30 Cork Street, which is what she's got in there as well. It was incorporated on the 30th of October 2018. So it's just recently started. We've got the people involved in it. One officer, which is Eliza Dadiana, date of birth July 1984. No persons with significant control in that apart from Eliza Dadiana. So I don't know if this is a gimmick just to get more people coming to her about Bitcoin, about more billionaires coming to her. Obviously, if the billionaires are coming to her about Bitcoin, they're obviously going to go over to art firm as well. So we go over to type in Dadiana again. Dadiana Art, 30 Cork Street, just the same. We've got Dadiana Fine Art Consulting. Elisa Dadiana we've got as well. That's a different name. And so we've got Lisa Dadiana there as well. So we've got a lot of entities here with the same kind of details. But we'll look at Dadiana Art. And that was incorporated in 2014 as well. The reason I'm doing this is just because I like kind of looking at it and just thought this news story is a wee bit sus, and I just thought it was to do as more an advertisement for her rather than anything else. So is this paid or not from Forbes? It was Billy Bambro kind of wrote it. Is it a paid contribution to this as well? Because it's making headlines all over kind of crypto world as well. So I would imagine Billionaire will also buy a fine art as well. And I think it's more a fine art kind of advertisement than anything else. However, it does highlight that there are people in the world that want to kind of buy up this. There's still interest. There's obviously a lot of interest in Bitcoin as well. And it just shows you that Bitcoin is going to go up in the long run. There's no question of that. And that's why these kind of prices that we're seeing today is nothing. And this kind of drop is nothing. It's a drop in the ocean, literally, of where we're going to be in 5 years' time, 10 years' time. So we always have to think about the bigger picture here, not just kind of look at the daily picture. Just look on the bigger, the macro view, the 50,000 foot view, and say, okay, Bitcoin has fallen maybe $1,000, $2,000, $4,000, but where's it going to be this time next year? Where's it going to be this time 5 years' time? Then that's when you say, okay, I'm just going to hold. I'm going to hold my Bitcoin. And you might want to get out of trading altogether. You might want to go into Tether or USDC or whatever it is you go into for the stable coins. That's fine. Totally understand that, because you're going to get some more Bitcoin if you do it that way. Risky, but you can still do that. And I'll show you how to do that as well in the premium group. I'll show you what you can do there as well. So yeah, bigger picture thinking, we're going to be fine in the future. Bitcoin is going to be 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 as well. On that note, I want to show you something I made up yesterday. I showed you very briefly yesterday. It's about the XRP Millionaire. And I just showed you and kind of chart and just saying, okay, what if you invested $500 just now with the kind of price of XRP being 44? This is the only variable you need to change. So say it was down to 40 or 40 cents. You just change that and everything changes for you. So it just shows you how much you would need to become a millionaire. So if you invested $30,000 just now at 40 cents and it got to $5, you'd have $375,000 when it got to $5. If it got to $10, you'd have $750,000. If it got to $15, you'd have 1.12 million. And then I said, okay, how many would you need to be a millionaire? Or what price would XRP have to be for you to be a millionaire? So if you have 67,000 XRP, for example, the price of XRP would need to go to $14.93. Again, this is quite good for taking the emotion out of it, because if you're a big kind of Ripple fan or XRP fan and just said, okay, I just want to dollar cost average in, I just want to get in, and all you do is change this number. So if you started at 1,200, the figure would have to be $833 per XRP, per Ripple coin. But then you keep on going up and say you eventually got to 13,000. So you'd say, okay, Ripple needs to get to 76, or XRP needs to get to $76. But you keep on going up and it gets to 79,000, for example. And you say, okay, XRP needs to get to $12.66 for me to be a millionaire. And all you do is just focus on that number. Because when Bitcoin goes up, price of XRP dollar value goes up. When kind of Satoshi value of XRP goes up, and you'll see the dollar value going up as well. So you just focus on that number. You don't need to look at the charts. You don't need to do anything else. You just accumulate. Keep on looking at where the price is just now in dollar value, and keep on focusing on this $12.66 if you had 79,000, for example. So I've done the same with Cardano as well. So 8.3 cents just now for Cardano. How much would you need to be a millionaire? And how much or what price would Cardano have to be for you to be a millionaire? So if you held 200,000, for example, price of Cardano would need to be $5, which is a big ask because that's what, 50x from here, but perfectly possible with $1 trillion market cap overall, and with everything that's going on in Cardano just now as well. So you'd need 200,000 and a price for $5 for Cardano for you to be a millionaire. So if you just focused on that number, if you were just collecting Cardano and just say, I'm going to build up, I'm going to accumulate all the time, every month I'm going to put in money, I'm going to do that. Same with Ethereum as well. How much Ethereum would you need to become a millionaire? Well, 1,000 would help you become a millionaire, or it need to be $1,000 if you held 1,000. So not inconceivable, but 1,000 kind of Ethereum is a hell of a lot to start with. So if you only had 30 Ethereum, for example, how much would it need to be? I'd need to get to $33,000. If you had 98, it'd need to be $10,000, which seems kind of really unrealistic just now. But with $1 trillion market capitalization overall, might get to that. So again, you start accumulating kind of Ethereum and just focus on this number. Say, okay, how much do I need to get into? And you keep changing this number every single month as you accumulate Ethereum, for example. So I'll share that with you in the premium group as well. And I'll add more to it as well. I've started a Litecoin one there, and I'll just add more to it. I'll do the smaller caps as well. And so it'll be quite cool. Who else is in? El Nino Energy, Crypto Cannabis. What are you smoking at the moment? Gino Dow, hello Steve and everyone. Smash the likes. Yes, indeed. Ernie Madrid is in. Good morning, Steve. I joined the premium group yesterday. Going to have to call the admins to learn how to get into the chat. Ah, right. So we'll get you sorted out with that, Ernie. You should be able to get into that because as soon as you were welcomed into the premium group, there's a message that just says welcome and it gives you a link to join the actual, I don't know if you're talking about the chat itself, but hit me up anyway. If you're on Telegram, you should have had a Telegram link to join it. So we'll get you sorted out with that, so let me know. G-Slick, the rush of crypto, LOL, this market's a savage, it is really savage. POA, right, somebody else mentioned Fetch, that was it. So Fetch AI, or FET, BTC it should be. Right, so that's the daily. It's not that long out, so just look on the 4 hourly, that'll give us a better picture. So in the 4 hourly, it's not buy at the moment, it's just going sideways just now. For Fetch, we've got strong support in 1900, we've seen that before as well. I'll just put that line in though. Strong support in 1900, I don't like that. We'll do that. So it should be okay for 1900. If you're going to go in just now 2043, put your stop loss just under 1900, say 1860 or 18, yeah, about 1860 or so. Because this is strong support here, and if it falls through that support, then you're pretty much guaranteed it's going to go down further. So it's not buy on the 4 hourly yet. On the 1 hour chart, it's just coming into a buy just now. We've got a red candle, so there's no confirmation there either, and it's kind of choppy just now. So I'd kind of be waiting to see what happened there. But if you're holding it just now, I wouldn't be too worried unless it gets below 1900. Somebody said POA as well. Yeah, on the hourly, yeah, it kind of took a big swing up there. That was on the 27th. We've seen that, and then on the hourly it's going down. So if it's going down on the hourly, it's not going to look good on the 4 hourly or kind of daily. 4 hourly down as well, yep. Daily, it might still be up on the daily. Nope. Down big time on the daily. As well, 819. So it's not looking good for trading, certainly. If you're holding it, it's still going down just now. We've got a bottom there of about 330. So yeah, not looking good, I'm afraid. Obviously with Bitcoin coming down as well, that's going to affect the alts big time as well. Nora Perez is in, good morning to you. Mark Innes is in, good morning to you. Hi Stephen, here watching at work with my Scottish mate Gregor. He says hello too. Gregor, how you doing mate? Good to see you on the channel. Just like HDAG starting to rise again. What do you think of DAG? Steve, I haven't checked it out. Mike Witherford, hi Steve, how do you think Harmony is going to do an initial release tomorrow? Well, I think what's happening just now I don't know if they're still up just now. Oh, they're not up. So Sailor, Matic, BTT, we're all up. I thought that was a kind of precursor to what was going to happen with Harmony tomorrow, but I still think in this marketplace especially, we have to think about it from this point of view. In this marketplace where most of the alts are kind of going down just now, this might be the one saving grace tomorrow when it comes out. So this could kind of go up straight away, straight from the gates. It could just jump up. However, and I have a vested interest in this. Obviously, I won 3 lottery tickets for Harmony. So what I'm going to say kind of goes against what would kind of tell. Well, I wouldn't tell anybody else, but I've got tickets, and I would say to you, I should be saying to you, okay, this is going to shoot up, so I can sell my tickets at a higher price. I'm not going to say that because I think it's going to go down. I actually think Harmony is going to go down before it goes back up again on Binance. As I said, that's kind of silly of me to say that because I hold maybe nearly 300,000 of them, which is not that much. But yeah, I have to be honest and just tell you, I think it's going to go down first and then it'll go up. But we'll see what happens. It might just shoot out of the gate, and because of this kind of down market and everybody wants something to jump onto, this might 10x, it might 15x. You just don't know what's going to happen with this. So we need to wait and see kind of what happens. There's no telling what's going to happen, especially in this market. Are people going to be so depressed they don't want to get in it? They're just so pissed off because Bitcoin's went down $1,000, all the alts have gone down, or are they going to want something to cling on to with a bit of hope and they just jump into it and it just goes 10x? It's difficult to say. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. It'll be interesting for sure. Johnny Don Matthew Bab update. They have appointed a new head of marketing. They say the appointment is ahead of the launch plans. Wonder what it means when they say launch. So that would be, I would imagine, the app, the launch app. The launch of the app. I would imagine. I've not looked at Bab for ages, to be honest. I'm not really interested anymore. However, obviously I'm still keeping an eye on it and just keeping my ear to the ground as well. Mervyn Skidmore, ADA all-time high was $1.18, so not so distant. Yeah, so for Cardano, if it was $1.18, we could do that the other way about actually. Say, okay, what would it need to be for a million? So how much would you need if it was $1.18? You'd probably need about 800,000, 810,000. You'd need just now. I'll put a calculator in to kind of do it the other way about. 850,000 you'd need, which is what, about $90,000? Is that? Yeah, about $90,000 just now. So for 30,000, and you would get 361,000 times that. So yeah, about $80,000 or something. Of course, yeah, 80,000 it would be. So yeah, so that'd be a lot of money to shell out. But if somebody came to you and said, listen, give me $80,000, however, I don't care how you raise it, give me $80,000, but I'll give you $1 million in about a year's time or 2 years' time, would you take it? If you kind of you really trusted the person 100%, and I don't know if I would kind of give anybody that kind of money, but you know what I mean, if they were to say to you and it was guaranteed they were going to get $1 million in 3 years' time, would you take it? Of course you would. Of course you would. Because if the bank came to you just now, the bank came to you and said, listen, give me $80,000, and I'll tell you what, in a year's time, I'm going to give you $80,200 back. You go, F off. No way, you wouldn't do that, because that's the kind of money you're getting in a bank. In fact, you're getting less than that. Probably the banks would come to you and say, give me $80,000, and I'll tell you what, in a year's time, because of inflation, etc. as well, I'll give you $75,000 back. That's what's happening with the banks just now. This is why people are going to get into crypto. Because even if you say, okay, give me $1,000 and I'll give you $1,200 back in tomorrow or a week's time or a month's time, people are going to take it. It's 20% you can get in a week. Look how much Bitcoin has fallen and risen in a week as well. If we just look at this from a trading point of view, USD. So if you kind of got in at 3,600 or 3,700 and you're to get out just now, you're up 124%, and that's in a space of, we'll just kind of measure that. We're on a daily, that's in a space of 100 days. You've got 100 odd % profit. Why the hell would you put money in a bank? Why the hell would you put money in a pension? I know you're saying, oh, it's safe. Is it safe? Is it really safe? We're just kind of fighting for peanuts. We're fighting for the scraps of everything. The banks are just using our money. If you put kind of 80 grand in a bank just now, you've not got 80 grand in a bank. They take your money straight away. They invest in something else, in a housing, or they give a loan to somebody else. it just frustrates the hell out of me. And this is why crypto can be such, it's just another way of investing. It's a brilliant way of investing. However, it is risky. Of course it is risky. But going into a pension is now being seen as risky because the pensions are losing their money all the time. So when I get to kind of pensionable age, am I going to get any pension? Probably not. It's going to be crap. So this is why I do crypto as well. It's to build my own future, take control of my own money, and screw the banks, screw the government with the kind of pensions and everything else. So I'm going a wee bit of a rant here. But it's true, we have to take control. This is what crypto's all about. Not just from an investment point of view as well. We have to kind of see it for the ethos of what kind of Bitcoin's all about and the cryptocurrency is all about as well. For privacy, never going to be private if we're really honest as well. But to a degree, we're taking control of our own life and our own financial life instead of getting screwed in every corner with the government and the taxes and everything else. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. That's just kind of my real kind of thoughts on it. And this is why I love crypto so much as well. This is why I love trading so much. Why I love investing in crypto as well. It's not just about trading. It's about investing for the long term as well. This is why I've got XRP, Cardano, Bitcoin as well. Not so much Ethereum. I'm not accumulating personally Ethereum, but I would be if I had more money. That's what we'd be doing in trading the smaller caps and getting those 10x's and 100x's as well. And getting opportunities like this, just looking at crossover, you just got a simple trading strategy in the premium group, get 124%. You're still in the game. You could get out just now with 124%, or you jump into another coin and try and get another 100% or something. That's what trading's all about. That's what makes crypto so interesting. You take back control of your own life. Right, rant over. Rant over, do apologise for that. Peter Van Den Wright is in the house. Welcome to you. Late, but it's cool. It's cool. Just when things are looking great. Crash, I know. Gary Permenta, I know it's a pain in the arse. Chico, latest video looking juicy. Yeah, I seen the latest video, but I seen part of it. I looked at it this morning, talking about the code for Matic and for Sailor. I don't think he spoke about Harmony, but he was talking about Binance. He's hating on Binance just now. That was El Nino that's saying that. Peter Van Den Wright. Haven't looked on CMC in hours. What's the current BTC price? It is 8,250 or something like that. 8,277 it is at the moment. TKY is a great multiplier if they get the national rollout next month. Excellent. I know you've been kind of talking about that for a while. Axel is in the house. Morning to you. Gary Permenta, the CEO of Zilliqa, has stepped aside to become president and embark on a global promotional tour. Excellent. Crypto Cannabis and Nino NMG Mokai. This is what you're smoking. I don't know what that's all about. What else was I going to look at this morning? What time are we on? 9:14. I think might have a wee early finish today. Unless you've got any questions. So if you've got any questions or any quick charts you want me to look at, just post it in the kind of chat area just now. XRP, how are they doing? 5,046, are staying relatively stable. Binance, who's up? Anybody else rising? Hypercash. Ren is starting to move again as well. ARN, GTO as well. Atom have done brilliant. Yeah, they've done great. Up to 7,500. Again, the crossover would have been an easy kind of 50% profit there. Not 50. About 286, about 30 or 40%. Sellers moving back up. NFT, so what's the low Satoshi value ones? Pundy X, where are they just now? Yeah, 11.12. So I thought they might come down a wee bit before the 4th of June. They might come down a wee bit more to 10.11. But after that is the time to get in. I would still be accumulating just now, to be honest. But I took profits in Pundy X and I'll get back into it as well after the airdrop. So that's still looking good, still looking strong. It didn't drop big time with the other alts. Dropped 1 Satoshi or something, but that's all good. And I think that's going to shoot up very soon, and we're going to see 100% on that. This is what you're not going to get in a bank. This is what I wanted to show you as well. I don't know if you've seen the new DEX. This is from Binance, and this is just a kind of beta version. Another DEX, this is a kind of beta version of what's going to be happening soon for trading. So we'll go to the exchange, basic. So you can see here, this pair is also available for margin trading. So if we click on margin trading, this is a margin trading you're getting on Binance. You've got BNB BTC, Ethereum BTC, TRX BTC, XRP BTC. So, and you've got margin trading there. So you have to open up a margin account. Please be aware that event, open up a margin account. This feature is only available for invited users at the moment. But this is a beta version of what's coming out. So something to look forward to. It looks good. It does look good. It's just got more information there. Excellent. So I've not had a good look around here as well, but Charity Finance has got all the details of what we had before as well. So that's a quick look at the beta version of what Binance is going to look like soon as well with the margin trading. So that'll be interesting. Cool. Mark Innes, Bill mentioned that the code looked good on Harmony. Ah, right. That's good. That's good to know, actually. Rich Dieted, good to have a rant every now and then. Yeah, it is. Andreas Metum. We've not looked at the kind of small caps for a while. I think with the kind of drop yesterday, I don't know how they've been affected, the small caps. Metamorph, that's Metaverse. Metamorph. Where are we? Yeesh, 49, Satoshi. So back to its all-time low. Well, it's not all-time low. The all-time low is 21. So back to its low just now for Metamorph. How are Digitex doing? I don't know how Digitex are doing. Oh my goodness. 335 for Digitex. 293 is that its all-time low? No, it's all-time. All-time low was about 80. That was when it kind of first came out, but it's close to that. Not looking good. Not looking good just now. So small caps are getting slaughtered as well. Digibyte, DGB, BTC. And it's actually looking not that bad on a daily. Not a buy just now, but come down in the 4 hours. DGB USD, I would imagine people want to see that as well. Coming back up, it's had a good run, USD wise. Or BTC has had a good run, let's be honest. So it was at 1 cent, just over 1 cent. 1.5 cents is coming up for now. It did get to 1.7 cents. So it's had a good run, yeah. We'll look on the weekly. That chart actually looks really good. So 2/10 of it's not even 2/10, 2/100 of a cent. All the way up to 6. Wow. That was back on the 3rd of April 2017. It's gone up 23,000, well 24,000%. 24,000, that's crazy. That's $1 in, $240 back. Crazy stuff. Imagine if you were in DGB down here What did it go up? No way. 287,000. Was it a split or something? 287,000%. That was from September 2015. So that's $1 in, $2,000 back. Jesus. That's just crazy stuff. I would imagine that'll be the same as Ripple as well, something similar to Ripple. A lot of millionaires made in Digibyte. Where do you see Pundy X in 3 years' time, Steve? Good question. Pundy X in 3 years, I think we'll have at least $1 billion market capitalization. We always kind of look for. I always kind of look for the $1 billion market capitalization, and just see, can it get there? Could it get there? Has it got a good product? Has it got a good team? Has it got a kind of product out just now? Are they working on stuff just now? Or is it just in production? But no, they've actually got products out, multiple products out just now. They're looking to bring the mass or crypto to the masses, which I think can only be a good thing. They're making money just now. Well, they're bringing in money. I'm not saying they're kind of in profit, but they're bringing in money just now as well. I believe they've got a good team. I've not checked out their team for a month or so now. I've not looked into them for a while, but I'm presuming it's the same team as well. So $1 billion market capitalization, I think it could easily reach that. So we're talking just now, NPXS, is that 4x from here, 5x from here. So we're talking about 60 Satoshi, but with $1 billion market capitalization, and obviously the market kind of going ahead, moving on as well. We're just talking about the price as it stands just now. Everything as it stands just now. Could it get to $1 billion? Yes, it easily could. But if the market goes to trillions of dollars, then $1 billion will probably turn into 5 billion or so. Then you're talking like 100 Satoshi, 200 Satoshi. So you're talking 10x quite easily for Pundy X within a couple of years, I would imagine. 10x, put $1,000 in, get $10,000 back for a couple of years' time. I think I would kind of bite the hand off anybody, an institution that would kind of give me that, but no institution is ever going to give you that. But it's still risky. Everything's risky. Even if you put into kind of Bitcoin, it's still risky as well. But will Pundy X 10x before kind of Bitcoin does? Yeah, it will. Yeah. If it manages to survive, but it's doing better than most, I would say at the moment. I don't know if that helps or hinders. Stephen King, still on ICX from your call. Any thoughts? ICX. Right, ICX. So I called that the other day, and it did go up a wee bit. So how's it looking now? That's a weekly. And we'll just go down to the daily. So it's come down obviously in line with the market because of the fall. So it did get up to 5,150. Can't remember where I called it. ICX called it 4,620. So it went up 11% before coming down. And ICX 4,620 I called it at. So it's sitting at 4,600 just now. So yeah, it still looks good to me as long as BTC behaves itself. But at the moment, this particular point in time, on a 1 hourly, it wouldn't be a buy, but you're holding just now. Would it be holding? I'd have kind of got out earlier probably. With a profit, you could have got out even on the hourly chart. On a 4 hourly, it's just crossing down over. On a 4 hourly. But nobody could have seen this kind of drop coming from Bitcoin, or as quick a drop as this. 4,600. Depends what price you got in at, but I would tend to stay into Bitcoin just now and just see kind of what happens. I don't tend to go into Tether when I'm coming out. I tend to stay in Bitcoin and look for the opportunities. So I'm not too sure. Depends what price you got in it, Stephen. John Matthew, an investment banker here, is offering 15% per year putting money into his crypto fund. A friend of mine was all set, told him the guy is fleecing. My friend says it's more than double bank interest. It's more than double bank interest. You're never going to get 7.5% from a bank. There's no way. 15%, somebody's offering, I'll set up a fund and offer you 30% a year or something. You can't guarantee it, obviously they can't guarantee it as well. If you trade right, you can. 15%, that's shite. That's somebody kind of looking. So when you're so used to the banks, even as an investment banker, if you're kind of so used to kind of giving your money and saying, okay, I can get 7.5% in 5 years' time, and you look at somebody saying, okay, I'll give you 15%, what they're probably doing, they're making 100% profit and giving 15% to the clients and keeping the other 85%. That's what's happening there. And that's just ripping off that. Fucking bankers, man. Skidmore, Cheese Steve just had the NBI ban on POA and put it into ADA. Cardano for the future, I think, is one of the soundest investments out there. Johnny Don Matthew, regular people who are not in the crypto space have no clue of the kind of returns and such bankers are milking it. Totally. See, if I was one of these people, what you do, if you can say to people, listen, I might not be able to make you a lot, but I'm certainly going to make you a lot more than the bankers. It could be upwards of 80% per year or even 20% per year. And anything you make over and above that, you just take a 10% cut. Imagine how many people would come to you. But if you're a kind of investment banker saying I'll offer you 15%, a lot of people are not going to get into it. But if you're offering kind of 50% or 60% or something, you could make a fortune just on a 10%. You take a 10% cut. That's all you take. You don't fleece people. Oh, it annoys me so much. Do you know what the fees would be on margin, Steve? Binance would favour a funding system like MEX. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what the fees are going to be for that. Obviously, there's going to be a maker's fee and a taker's fee as well. So I don't know quite how they're going to work it yet, Crypto Cannabis. I hear much the same. Even local primary school teacher know has created a pyramid scheme amongst other teachers by investing into crypto and returning lower profit to investors. Having said that, okay, imagine somebody gave you didn't know anything about crypto, you didn't want to go into crypto at all, you didn't want to find out about it. One of your friends, a teacher, for example, has come to you and said, listen, I can give you maybe 10% a month on that. Give me $1,000, I'll give you $1,100 back, or give me 10,000, I'll give you 11,000 back next month. You can imagine people saying, that's actually quite good. I don't care how you get it, I don't care what profit you're taking. Just give me $11,000 back in a month's time. If somebody was doing that, that would be easy to get. That would be so easy to get. We should all kind of get together and just start a big massive fund and just say, listen, we'll give you 5% per month. 5% to get, even in a down market, it's easy to get 5%. Crazy. Ronnie Rowley is in. Good morning to you. Any Crypto Cannabis, get up in your group. Great calls and knowledge. Yeah, so Crypto Cannabis would be good to see you in a premium group as well. BTC SV is a gamble buy. Low and set your sale price near the moon. This coin is manipulation on steroids. Totally, 100%. Debbie Claydon, message retracted. Derek Holroyd is in. What's the differences? Fed, Matic, Seller, One, etc. from all other alts? Basically, they're on Binance. They're on the Binance chain, as a lot of other alts as well. But Binance is an IEO from Binance. So it's an initial exchange offering on Binance, a BEP2 kind of tokens. So they're on the Binance chain as well. Binance are supporting them, so they seem to be more lucrative if Binance are kind of behind them as well. So if we look at it from that point of view, that's what makes them kind of more, people look favourable at them. I was looking at Harmony on kind of Crunchbase. I always kind of do kind of research and look to see who's investing in what. Where is Harmony? Investors in Harmony. So we've got they've had a seed round in Harmony already. So it doesn't kind of disclose exactly what they kind of got. Don't want that. Consensus Capital Holdings, BCA Fund, Univalues Associates and Lemniscap invested in Harmony already. but it doesn't actually say how much was invested. Or it does. Total funding amount is $18 million. So God knows what they're going to get from the marketplace for this kind of IEO as well. Is that the right one? Just 1 wee second. 1 wee second here. Is it the right one? Right one. Crypto. Yeah, it is. I had to check and make sure that was the right one there. I thought for a horrible moment I was giving you wrong information there. But no, it's right. It's right. They did have a seed round of about 18 million. So they've got a lot of money behind them. This IEO is just going to give them more money behind them as well. This is why they can pay the fees for kind of Binance as well. I would imagine Binance are taking a large percentage as well. So that's a good thing from that point of view. You know they're not going to run out of money soon. This is in a down market. They've got $18 million in a down market as well. They've got people behind them as well. They've got investors at the moment. Investors, typically venture capitalist funds as well, they're going to want to see them succeed as well, so they'll help them as much as possible. With other things as well, it's not just kind of advice and kind of money. They'll do it with other kind of contacts and stuff like that as well. So this is why I think Harmony is going to be good. You can see here, Cypher Minds, Lemnis Gap, 12 Capital, Consensus Capital, just the ones we've seen before. Uni kind of values associated. So they've got a lot of money behind them as well, which is good. So I think Harmony are going to do well for the future as well. But this kind of round when they come out with the IEO, I think is going to be good as well. John Matthews, Indian in the banks in India over 7.25 to 8.5% on fixed deposits. Wow. G-Slick. Dent. What's happening with Dent? What time we want? 9:33. Probably time to kind of wrap up. Dent, BTC. Are still looking good on the 4 hourly. We're at 20 just now. It's come down a wee bit in line with the market, obviously. On the daily, it's crossed over. Looking good from that point of view. I think short term people look at Dent and say, well, it's went from 10 Satoshi up to 20 Satoshi. Is it going to go up much more? Don't look at it like that. Just look at it from a TA point of view then, if you're going to do it that way. Look at it from kind of the daily, the 4 hours, and the kind of 1 hour. And when it crosses down, on the 1 hour, it's crossed down just now, then it might be a kind of sell. But if you want to look at it from that point of view, but don't think just because it's risen 100%, that's not going to rise even more. Look at Matic. It rose 100% out the gates, nearly out the gates, and then went on to do another 100%, another 100%, and another one. So I still think Dent is going to do well. On the 4 hour chart, it's looking good. Daily chart is looking good. And it could still be a buy to me. Especially since the price has come down from 22 Satoshi, so it came down 10%. And 19.20, if you can get them for 19, that would be great. Dent, where is it just now? You're probably not getting. You'd be lucky to get back in at 20, but you're probably not getting at 19 again. But you could put an order in for 19 Satoshi. So if you had 1 Bitcoin worth, 20 Satoshi, obviously you'd get 50 million. Is that 50 million? No, 5 million. You get 5 million for one. But if you went to 19 Satoshi and bought for 1 Bitcoin, you get 5.26 million. So it's worth putting an order in, but it doesn't look as if you're going to get it because there's only 16 million to sell at 20 Satoshi. That's going to be eaten up quite soon, I would imagine. So yeah, I'd still say Dent is a good one. Crypto Dread, like button smash. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Donate on Matthew list. I'll start fun, Steve. Each person puts 500 in the form of BTC or ETH. Could have around 50k if 100 people put in the group. Again, 50k trading would be awesome to get good returns. I'm in. Excellent. That would be good. And just kind of open it up to anybody and just saying, listen, if you put this, it'd be hard to track, obviously. This is why I was starting to kind of look at GBT and the likes, but they don't offer all the coins, kind of on Binance even. And I was looking into kind of doing some kind of fund and just doing a people fund as well. Just literally take 10%. I know that sounds a lot, but if you're giving back, I don't know, 20% a year or 20% a month or something, it'd still be fabulous to do that and just do a people fund where you're not ripping people off, you're actually giving them a shitload of life-changing amounts of money. But it could all go wrong as well. Obviously, the responsibility for that would be amazing. Immense, sorry, it'd really be a big responsibility. Barbara McDonald, I bought the bottom. Dent is great. It looks brilliant. Again, it's another one with a product. It's got loads of partnerships. They're doing something. They're bringing in money as well. And that's why I can't understand why it's so low just now, but it is going up. I dreamt last night the Dent was 78 sats. Waking up, rush to the computer to see if it happened already. That would be good. That would be good. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. Final note. Remember, we are closing the doors to the premium group. I'm closing the doors just now. It'll be closed, well, not just now, we're closing the doors in about 14 and a half hours time. So remember, join us in the premium group if you still want to kind of get over there. I've just kind of told you I'm going to do some videos on Renko, and we'll look at some other things. I'll give you that kind of spreadsheet I was looking at to become a millionaire in different coins. So I can do that with a lot of coins as well and just add it as we go along. So you'll get loads of kind of stuff in the premium group. It's not just the chat, it's not just the calls as well. You'll get other kind of trainings as well. So you can go out and do it yourself. It's all about educating you. So you don't need me to do it. And that's kind of what it's about. So then you can go and teach others. If you want to charge, you could do that way as well. It's up to you. It's about bringing kind of crypto to the masses, but making money for yourself as well. Always have to look after yourself first. Then you can take care of other people. So think about it that way. So join us in the premium. You've got about 14 and a half hours left. I'd love to see you over there. But until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.